What's that like? Do you have are you like Drake now? You have to have a security detail to go.
It depends on the situation. Last Saturday we were in ice hockey game. We were like the guest VIP like persons there. We had our own box where we were like sitting, and there was like television cameras everywhere. And I remember there was like I think 100 teenager girls outside the whole ice hall, and they were like waiting for us to come off. And when we came out from that hall, they were like screaming their lungs off, and our friends were like taking our jackets. Guys, go to the taxi, go to the cab. You can't stay there. And we were like having some like selfies and giving like autographs, but we were like, there's too many people. We can't keep them all. So yeah, it's pretty scary sometimes, but it's still I know it's a bubble right now. We're like these teen idols in Finland. It's a bubble. All of those like teenager girls, they're gonna grow up probably in 1 or 2 years, and they're gonna realize that what the hell happened. But they still love us because we were like the first musical love for them, and they're gonna come to the shows and bang those Dark Side and Balboa and like relive that teenage moment. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But I would say that it's some kind of a bubble right now, and yeah. But the Drake thing, well, I can still like I can go there, but I need to have a hat and glasses. That's actually true.
Yeah. Well, that brings up a really interesting question. Teenage girls, so you guys are like the modern day Beatles. Girls are just fainting, in public. What's your fan base like? And over the years that you've done this, has the fan base changed?
Right now, it's mostly in Finland. It's teenager girls. I guess they have some kind of relief in our music. They're gonna feel if they're like depressed or lonely or something like that. They can really have the help in our music, and they can relate to lyrics and everything we do. So yeah, it's mostly teenager girls. But there's also like many like young guys having like vibe in our music, and it's really cool to see that there's already like bands looking up for us. They want to be like Blind Channel, and they want to be like me, and that's really nuts. Because I saw this one guy in a bar in Oulu like last week, and he came to me like, dude, you're fucking awesome. I really look up for you. You're like my idol. I was like, what the fuck? I felt the same way for like Alex Laiho back in 2008 when I was like 14 years old, and for like Oliver Sykes or Chester Bennington, and some random guy comes to me that you're my idol. I was like, what the hell is going on? This is fucking scary. But also it's fucking cool that there is a lot of bands who are like having the inspiration from us, and that's really something we're really grateful for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listening to the tracks that you guys have going back, and especially these ones, Dark Side and Balboa, the production value is there. I mean, I can hear a lot of multi-vocal harmonies that are going on, which is great. And then obviously as well, the guitar tone is fantastic. As a guitar player, I'm wondering, that telly that I see that's on stage, is that the guitar that's making that sweet tone?
Well, actually, in studio we have, I guess we have a lot of guitars. We have like Les Pauls, and we have Pierre's guitars. We have a lot of guitars, and we use a lot of amplifiers, and we actually have a lot of time around the guitar tone. We're like testing different cabinets and different mic setups and everything, because we want everything to be perfect. I mean that music, when you release music or an album or a single, it's the same thing as a tattoo. It's really like impossible to remove. Yeah, it's possible to remove from Spotify, but it's still in the internet forever, or in YouTube or somewhere. Someone uploaded somewhere. So basically, when you remove a tattoo, it's gonna stay there at some way. It's not gonna be like gone forever. There's gonna be something reminding you about the tattoo, some scars or something like that. So I see it as the same thing. When you release music, it needs to be perfect. Everything needs to be perfect. All the sounds from the drums to the like final mixing production around to vocals and mastering. So yeah, we have a lot of time around everything that is really working out, and that's why it probably works, I would say. Mm-hmm. I can be wrong, but yeah, we have a lot of time around every sound and every productional element in our music.
Yeah, no, it shows. I dig it. And I was looking for some production credits as far as like, who did the mixing, who did the mastering, who the producer was. Nothing immediately came up. But is there any mentions as far as the team that you guys have chosen to work with?
Well, right now we're doing the production inside the band. We have Alexi, the new member, and he used to be a DJ producer like back in 2016 and 2019. He had a career. He was doing a lot of like collabs with like different vocalists, and he was doing like pop music a lot more than we did. So basically we're doing the whole production inside the band. We have this one guy who is like doing the engineering, and he's like recording drums and guitars and doing the studio stuff, like the hard stuff, setting up the mics and everything like that. Jonas Parkkonen. He used to have a band called Santa Cruz, and they were actually touring, I think, America a couple of times, and then the band broke up. But right now he's only doing the studio stuff. So yeah, we have that guy. And the most important thing I would say in the new Sound of Blind channel is Dan Lancaster. You probably know who I'm talking about. He's been doing like Bring Me the Horizon and Blink-182. So Dan Lancaster plays a huge role in the new Sound of Blind channel, because before Dan we had a lot of like different mixing engineers, and when Dan came up, I think with Dark Side it all went together so smoothly. We had the organic band sound and electronic stuff and hip hop stuff, and everything was like fitting in, and it continued with Balboa, and right now we're doing the whole album with Dan. So yeah, I would say that Dan Lancaster plays a huge role in the new Sound of Blind channel.
Very cool. And you just dropped the word album. So is there anything you can share about this new album that you guys are working on?
Well, right now, when I'm speaking, we are in studio in Helsinki. This week, on Sunday, we're going to finish the whole recording progress. We're doing guitars right now. And then we send it to Dan Lancaster. He's going to do the mixing thing. And after that, it's going to be probably mastered in America. I'm not sure about that, but I heard it's going to be mastered there. So after that, it goes to the factory. There's going to be like those vinyls and like booklets and different kind of stuff coming up. And I would say that it's coming up in spring 22. Right now, that's the plan, but there's not a date yet, but it's going to come out in spring 22.
Okay. I have a feeling chances are you'll be back on the show when that album is out, and we can touch base on it then. Well,
in case of America, we have a plan for America next spring, and I really, really wish it work out. I mean, right now it's kind of hard to come over because of the COVID stuff, and we need to have like those different IDs for everything. So, but yeah, there is a big plan for America, because we're right now in active rock radio charts. I think around 47 or something with Dark Side, and it's been played on Octane a lot of times. So there's a chance for America really for next spring. But before that, we need to hit Europe with Eskimo Cowboy. We're going to have like 24 shows in Europe. But I mean, it's my childhood dream to come to America and play a lot of shows. That's like my sweetest dream from the like early teenager years, because I've been to America once. I went to Miami. It was 3 years ago. And I remember when I saw those buildings and everything, it was like, this is the place I want to be. This is the end game. This is where I want to be. Like, yeah, it's very classic, like a rock and roll dream. But yeah, for hell, sure, I want to live that.
Sweet. All right. Well, I'm in Canada, so just stop by, say hi.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, anytime.
Yeah, we'll have a poutine or something, and it'll be good.
Yep.
Groovy, sweet. So far we've chatted about trap music influences, especially being the beginnings of Dark Side. We even touched on that ugly thing of success, being a sellout band. Metal pop covers. We chatted about working with Dan Lancaster. We chatted about the track Balboa. On today's show notes, so you're listening in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, iHeart. You're watching on YouTube or the website, therockmetalpodcast.ca. You can head over to blindchannelofficial.com, touch base with the boys anywhere you want to touch base with them. They're available on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and even TikTok.
Yep, we're doing a lot of things in TikTok. I mean, it's the future. Imagine.
Yeah.
That is the future.
Groovy. And then there's going to be links to the music videos for Dark Side, Balboa, as well as the Eurovision performance of Dark Side. So, Joel, that concludes my questions. Is there anything we were supposed to chat about that management said we got to hit that I missed?
Well, I would say no. I mean, everything was like set up pretty well, and we were going through a lot of things. So yeah, everything is pretty cool right now.
Sweet. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on to the Rock Metal Podcast today, Joel.
Anytime. Thank you so much.